Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that Eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for room, it's Tatum. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gonna look downfield again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Hold and fire complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Auburn lines up quickly. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. He's loose. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The play action fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying play action. Steps away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown Sooners! And they have the first points of the game.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Knight. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Catch in the middle. It's Tatum. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mateer. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Sooners have this offense rolling. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's going to let it go. And he's got it at the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
He's in open space downfield. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Grab near the sticks. It's Lewis. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in, it's up. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll toss it. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get up.
Turning it on! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. Turning on the Jets. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Sooners! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't even close to being touched. That was as pristine a pocket as you will see.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. Get it out on the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds a tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release by the QB. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got him. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to get outside.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grab near the marker, it's Lewis. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Gives him the big stiff arm. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that?
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. There he goes! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run, it's Robinson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. It's a seam wide open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback, the ball. Come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He fires one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, going to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Bernard. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Alabama pushing the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finding an escape route. All out of space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
Back to pass on second down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They'll run the option. Wide open spaces. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this off.
Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This should be the last play of the quarter. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Alabama will get the first down. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the RPO, complete. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. He's going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch, and you watch him scramble around, make plays with his legs. And this offense, it's kind of evolved over the years, and they've changed, but it's pretty much the same. They're going to feature their quarterback. They're going to throw the football, and he's usually a dang stud.
Dances away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Clemson set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he puts through the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Good timing on the quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. A strike downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to pound it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Klubnik. Buys a little time. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Now improvising. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. He's going to take off. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires left. He's got it. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Off play action on first down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Bernard. At the 40, there he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Tight end now in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Handoff to the lone back. Nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to buy time. Right down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They have the lead in the 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's
lots of running room. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Cuevas. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking for a man. It's Russell.